Hi kawan, welcome to EDCReady. Today, since it's December at the end of the year, I want to talk about the knives that I've carried most throughout the year. And these are pretty much almost every knife I have in my collection. I got a few more here which I want to show you. Do I have it here? Oh, it's over here. This is a nice little gift from Thomas Tools. They actually etched my name, my channel name here, EDCReady. This guy has some rust because it is a carbon steel. And I've probably carried this maybe twice the entire year, mainly because it doesn't really fit my needs, but it's a nice knife that I can kind of keep at home. I know that it's going to be really sharp because this guy came out super sharp out of the box. Almost all these knives will have links in the description down below, so do check them out. So firstly, this is pretty much everything. I may have one more somewhere in my drawer, but it's a neck knife. I don't really carry those. I want to take out the knives that I have not really carried or carried less throughout the year. Graham Razel, goodbye. Rest in peace, John Graham. Spyco Pastry Lightweight, one of the most carried knives of the previous year, but has been taken off. This guy, Gunzo, F753. Did I get that right? Yeah, F753M. Every time I do need to carry a budget knife, I will carry this guy. A great little budget knife, better in terms of value than any Benchmade, and I've never had the Omega Springs break on me, and I've had the Benchmade Omega Springs break on me. Next up, one of my grills in the past, ZT0450CF. A great knife to fidget around. I do carry this on occasion, but it is for occasions. Next up, you have one of my other grills. This is the ProTech Malibu. A great knife that I carry as well. I just don't carry it as much. It's kind of the darling of my collection, so it does kind of slightly go beyond my cost carry comfort curve. Not because it's super expensive, but because it's very hard to find in stock and very hard to replace. Now, of these three right here, of these four right here, one of them is a special mention, and it has to be this guy. This is the Civivi. I forgot the name, but it's designed by Snack Stun, and it is just a great little budget knife. It's right around $70-ish, and it is just an amazing blade shape, and it has this amazing super lock that Snack's design. It has amazing ergonomics, amazing materials, nice design, deep carry pocket clip. The only reason why this is a special mention is because that this Civivi is it came quite late in the year. So if I were to count the amount of times I carried from June onwards, this guy would win. But throughout the year, unfortunately, this guy just falls short a little bit. If you guys remember, tell me what's the name of this knife in the comment down below. It just completely escaped my mind. And you have the three that I've carried most this year, and I just want to quickly talk about all these three. Firstly, the budget option. This is the CJRB Pyrite. Comes in at right around $50. It has a ARR PM9 steel, which is the proprietary powdered metal steel. Comes in stone washing. Amazing ergonomics. This has the front end of a bug out style blade, the back end of a 940 Osborne style blade with a button lock. And this guy is just such a great knife to fidget with. You can reverse finger flick it, you can thumb flick it, you can just flick it open with a button. It's very smooth knife. It actually came out kind of rough because the bearing race had like some machine markings, but now it is completely smooth. Nice deep carry pocket clip, one of the best pocket clip designs out there. It has flattened screws, nice ergonomics, and just a great knife to have on me. And a lot of people are not afraid to use this knife. Sometimes my non-knife friends borrow a knife, and the most comfortable therewith is the back lock because it's not drop shutty, it's easy to use, easy to manipulate. For this one, they understand. You press this, and with their fingers holding the other blade, they can just drop it down like that. So I carry this knife very, very often. Very easy to carry in the pocket. It is very light, doesn't take up much pocket space. Next up, I live in a hot and humid country. So when it is hot and humid, when it is, I know that it's either going to be raining or I'm going to be sweating buckets, I'm going to carry these two knives. First of which is this guy. This is the Quiet Carry Waypoint in Van Eyck steel. Okay, that is completely rust proof for all intents and purposes. LC200N liners, which is this steel right here, but they use it as the liners, completely rust proof for all intents and purposes. Ceramic bearings, ceramic detent ball completely rust proof. It's not metal. We have bronze washers, which are also very highly resistant to corrosion. We have titanium here, and we have titanium hardware, which is also effectively rust proof. It's just a great knife. It comes in this amazing hollow ground blade, so it's extremely, and it starts off really thin as well, so it's an extremely good slicer. The only thing about this knife is that the ergonomics doesn't really agree with me. It's not uncomfortable, but I do enjoy more of a curve to the handle that kind of fits my hand better compared to these straighter ergonomic knives that we have here. But other than that, amazing detent, very poppy. I am extremely tempted to get the slightly smaller version of this, not from CJRB, but from a company called Tactile Turn. They have a thumb stud knife called the what's the word? Okay, it escapes me. The Rockwall, the thumb stud Rockwall. So I'm super looking at that right now, and some of the seasonal releases gets me semi-hard. I gotta be honest. Next up is this guy. This guy is great for 3 reasons. Number one, it's completely rust proof. It's part of their salt series. So this is designed to handle very humid, very salty water. It's designed to be used at the beach and in the ocean. That's how water resistant, that's how rust resistant or rust proof this thing is. That's one. Number two, it's a very safe knife to use. Ergonomically, it's a great knife, very comfortable in hand. Okay, the locking mechanism is very strong. The back lock is, in my opinion, stronger than any other lock I have, even though lock strength is not the biggest concern when it comes to EDC knife. It is also very safe to use because to unlock this knife, all you gotta do is press. And even then, if it goes down, it's only gonna go down halfway. It's not gonna it's not gonna drop onto your fingers like something like a button lock would. Okay, it's not gonna do that. Okay, it might go down by about half by itself, and that's not even my finger stopping it. That's how much it will go down. And even then, this is me keeping the pivot a little loose so that it does that. And if I want to tighten it even more so it doesn't drop at all, I can do that. I just make it just the tiniest bit loose, introduce the tiniest bit of blade play so it drops halfway like that. The third thing is because well, a lot of people in my life, they're actually very comfortable using this knife. They're not very comfortable using something like this guy, which kind of looks murdery, or they're not very comfortable using something like this guy because it is extremely smooth and it can be a finger guillotine. They're not very comfortable using this guy because he's kind of small and sometimes you just need a slightly bigger blade to cut through, I don't know, foam, rope, whatever the production team needs to use it for. But with this guy, it's just the right amount of handle, right amount of ergonomics, right amount of stain resistance, which is completely rust proof, right amount of cutting edge, and has the right steel. Okay guys, so that's it. I love all my knives. I can't pick a favorite between them, but if I could pick only one of them, it would be this guy, just because of how I use it from a daily point of view and also for camping point of view. Every time I go camping, hiking, go to the beach, this is the knife that is in my pocket because I know that it can take it. Thanks guys. Do comment down below what is your most carried knife or top 3 knives of the year, and let me know in the comment down below. Thanks, and as always, stay ready.